What up, though? Just wanted to get up here and spit a few bars right quick. You did. What's going on, y'all?
That's the way everything goes. Every time we lose control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow,
Morning.
it's the same way you showed me.
Hey,
Hide my head until my eyes halfway on slow moves. It's the same way you showed me. If you could fly, then you feel sound. No one's getting cold soon. The way it is where it lands. So I'm someone I hold true. Keep it cool when it's still alive. When I get down when it's your room. That's the same way you show me. Show. You show me love.
what up, though, this morning? Come on here and shake them cobwebs off right quick. You did.
It's all that
What up, bird?
in the wake of a hurricane,
Hey,
dark skin never so much shade. Nose dive in the floodlines, tall tower, middle grade. It's the same way you showed me. Headed wall up the courtside, older kids trying to know the rules. Just the same way you
I'm gonna
showed
tell y'all
me.
something crazy too, man.
If you could die, come back to life. Upper
What
Athens,
made me think about this joint right here?
kiss the earth that
Morning, morning.
baby to just stay alive. Pick it up when the sun is rolling. That's the same way you showed me. Show. You showed me love.
Good morning, people. What's really good this morning? Just got a few bars I need to spit. You did. Get out of me.
Michael Jackson. Say what up to Say what up to Say what up to
Apparently, a lot of us grow and a lot of us associate age, time, and years. We associate that with knowing. And that's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily a reality to millions of people. I know the term age ain't nothing but a number. Let's start with that. Use a term called age ain't nothing but a number. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people use that for excuses to do things they shouldn't do or they don't feel right about doing. But it's an obvious truth. I had the displeasure of spending time locked away, and the behavior of people you seen with white hair in their head. Oh, I mean, the ultimate childlike attitudes. Where you see this dude and you think older, wiser, laid back. You run into some guys that's white haired all over and just as goofy as the 17-year-olds that come in there. A lot of us that frequent this platform see it every day. We got a man almost 60 years old, and he spends his whole time on this platform nothing but doing degrading things. You got 40-year-olds, and you got children on this platform that walk better than the older people. So yeah, age ain't nothing but a number, may be excuse for people, but it's also a reality. It's also got more truth to it than deception. Anytime you can see a young man carry himself better than someone twice his age, it's a testimony to that statement. It's a testimony. You might say, well, that young man got to go through some things. He may have, he may have not have seen the things the person twice his age did. That's why, that could be a fact. That could be a fact. The problem is, though, the majority of us looking at that white hair and looking at that older man as a strength, not a weakness. And how wrong have we been? You got some people that look at color and they make their separation and uh they make their judgment based on color. And I always try to get the people, especially the people that rock with me, to eliminate color. Hey Tanya, what's going on this morning, lady? I always try to get the people that rock with me to eliminate the color because when you put color in the picture, it kind of shields you away from seeing the whole truth. That's why these people spend so many dollars trying to get you emotionally entangled in black and white, straight and gay, Christian and Muslim. They spend countless hours and dollars trying to get you to buy into it. Countless. It's safe to say 70% of the entertainment you look at involves some, or nope, let me take that back. 90% of the entertainment you look at contains some form of duality at war with each other. You think that's coincidence? You think that just happens? And then they float something in your face talking about based on a true story. Well, the fact of the matter is, everything that comes on TV is based on a true story, even cartoons, because the scenarios come from what? Real people, living people, people that are alive and able to use their minds to create the entertainment, right? So, will it be safe to say that everything that comes on TV is based on a true story? But see, they like to tell you that because when you're feeding somebody trash, that usually comes out first. Like for instance, you talking to somebody and they're telling you something, and they tell you, "I ain't gonna lie," or "I'm telling you the truth first." And this said person is a known liar. And I don't care how patriotic you are, you know that our government has been lying to us about a whole slew of stuff for a very long time. I'm not into politics, but I do bear witness to that. Uh, Observing the little I've observed in 44 years of living, I've definitely saw that. I've definitely seen history. See, the thing about the truth, it never deviates. It never changes. It's always what it is. I've seen them deviate several realities. So what's real? I've seen these people uh, remotely take a satellite, a microscope to far distant galaxies, right? I've seen these people do this by way of TV. Of course, not personally. Of course, you have to become a certain member of a certain type of people to even get the opportunity to go outside the Earth's crust. So what's real? What's really real? Is it a reality that you have to have permission to fly over a certain height in the sky? Freedom, though. See, why call freedom if it's real? It's what it say it is. Why say freedom without just say free? Why use the freedom? Always a play on words, ain't it? Because if you're born in this world, for you by any stretch of the imagination think you free, you're dumb. That is, if you come into this world and you have a social security number, uh, birth certificate, you got a number on you, by no stretch of the imagination are you free. You may say, well, I go to work if I want to, and I ain't got to go to work if you want to. If I don't want to, I can eat if I don't want. If I want to, I ain't got to eat if I don't want to. So basically, you got the illusion. You got the illusion on point. The illusion of being free. But see, notice your government keep it real with you. See, these one of the things they keep it real with you about. Never say free. They say freedom. And see, this is why we get the hoaxes we get because they 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 think you're dumb. Why do they think you're dumb? Are they just that cruel? No. They spend countless hours making you dumb. Countless dollars making you dumb. Well, how they know I'm dumb? Well, they do psychological operations on you every single day. Every single day. For instance, they've been doing a psychological for the people that call themselves black people, the people that call themselves former slaves. They do psychological operations on you every year when they give you Black History Month. See, during Black History Month, there's no type of upbuilding going on. What it is a ritual. What it is a reminder of what can happen to you. Know how they say what goes around comes around? What happens is a certain reminder of know your place. Let's put it that way. Know your place. Slow your roll. You going too fast, slow your roll. And don't by one stretch of the imagination think they give you this the shortest day of the month of the year for no reason at all. Don't think that that's coincidences. Also, come on, man, you giving them too much benefit of the doubt. You understand? You giving them too much leeway. You tell me out of all the days in the month, why not in the summertime? Why in one of the coldest months in the winter? Hmm? Oh, you think they want you to come together? You think they want you to build? Yeah. And you wonder why they use the term freedom. Yeah, I ain't no better. Hey, I've been stuck like Chuck for many years. I ain't looking down on nobody because they just as sleep as I was. Mm-mm. That ain't what I'm doing. If that's what you getting out of this, you just negative inside. Negative inside. Ain't nobody got no gun in my head. I'm trying to make the people that rock with me aware. I just need another way of looking at things. I need my people to see that there's other ways of looking at things. We can't let people just keep us one track minded. They've been doing it for too long. They've been doing it for too long. It's time to make them stop. How you make them stop? By being aware. By being aware. That's how you make them stop. You can easily say free will. But see, they don't want to give you free. They don't want to give you free will. They want to give you freedom. And they've been playing this word with this word in front of our eyes for many, many years. Many, many years. Let freedom ring. And, you know, it's not all of our fault that the mass majority is walking around dumb. They helped with it. They still got the programs running today. They got the programs running on our kids. Why is these people pressed to teach your kids about sex? Same sex at that. Why have they always been pressed? Coming in the rules or the disguise rather of trying to help. See, it wasn't until mama or papa or auntie gave us them condoms before we really start thinking about taking that jump. And them saying, well, I did it, I had to do, that was like giving the okay. See, we got to look at it, man. We got to look at it. See, I wasn't able to look at things as outside the box before raising my sons. I wasn't able to see it by way of my sister kids, my homeboy kids. I had to raise my own sons before I start questioning everything. Wasn't something I just thought of. I just ran across a couple people that did me the same way I do y'all. And that's just ask questions outside the box. Relevant questions, of course, but not the program's questions. Not the program's questions. A whole different, a whole different mindset of questions. Like, okay, for instance, if I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory, right? And I don't believe in the Bible, does that eliminate the possibility of there being a higher authority? Just because I don't believe in any of those things? Because I don't see those things work in my life, or I don't see those things as reported to me, right? Does this just automatically mean these things don't exist? And it's an outside the box question, but it's very relevant. Very relevant. And see, let me tell you what is free while we're stuck on freedom. See, you have the free will. You. That's why when we stand up in judgment, there will be no excuses. There will be no excuses for Jesus Christ's sake. We got one of the portals to information at the palm of our hand these days. There will be no excuse. There have never, see, you may think this phone and these gadgets is to help you live better, but we're given these things because at the end of any every last one of our days, we're not going to have an excuse why we didn't pursue the kingdom. We're not going to have an excuse. It's going to be either it wasn't worth my time, or I chose to use my time doing something that I thought was more important than the kingdom, more real than the kingdom. Like this yacht, like this house, you understand, like this money. I chose to strive for things like that rather than waste my time talking about a kingdom that I can't see. See, we're not going to have an excuse. You understand? That's what all this stuff is about. You want to know if God real, if you want him to be real or fake, you got the power to do it at the palm of your hand. If you want truth, if you want to start and middle point of truth, right here at the palm of your hand, nobody can stop you. You know how you creep and sneak and look at that porn? It'd take way less stress than that. Just the flip of a thumb. Let me see how far this rabbit hole go. Let me see if it's any validity to this, to that. Okay, now I done found all this information that helps substantiate my beliefs and not believing in God. Let's go see, can we find some information that's pro God, and let's weigh everything up. See if that's taking too much time out of your day. God ain't gonna force you to do anything. He created you with free will, meaning you can do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. And if God is important to you, you're gonna pursue God. If he's not important to you, you're gonna do other things. What's up, young Bree? What's going on this morning, boy? Dig? Thanks for pulling up, man. Open things up in a second. Spit a few bars. Well, if I don't get too cramped up, you understand. You know it's way earlier than I'm usually up. So, but yeah, I like a little bit of your that fire this morning from you. If you up to it, you understand. Dig. I got you. So yeah, man, it's like what's really real? I'm gonna ask like my man Stank Man. What's really real? Dig. Oops, hold up. Press the wrong button. Yeah. What's real? You know? Now I think that we should determine ourselves. I don't think we should just keep letting other people tell us what's real and what's not real. You know, if you open a can with a can opener and you rub the edge of that can wrong, we know it's gonna cut, right? You know, when you leave that fire, that stove going, you understand, and that fire pushing up out of there, and you put your hands in that fire, we know it's gonna burn, right? Well, in my opinion, you know more than enough right there. You know what you need to know right there. Basic survival. If you know those simple things, you know enough to survive. You know the basics of survival. Now, why I say that is this: when we go outside and they tell us it's 80 degrees and we out there sweating like we sweating 90 degrees, you gonna still believe that it's only 80 degrees out there? Or are you gonna believe yourself? Are you gonna believe what you really feel? Hey, I'm just trying to shed a little light on things. Because what's been going on these last couple years, we've been getting fed information and they didn't even had the proof to substantiate the information. I know people say, well, my thermostat said the same thing they said. Yeah, I bet it do. I bet it do. They don't have digitized numbers on everything for a reason. See, we getting ruled by the numbers. So while you looking at these words and everything, they do have some relevance to it, but the numbers are older. The symbols are older than your pathetic language. You understand? And when we talk about this language, which we're going to call, what you soon will find out, our language is a satanic language. It's a language with all the languages in the world mixed into it. And it's the newest. It's the newest. And to be honest with you, I don't believe those statistics. I believe that this language existed before, but I think it just got refined. Last probably 400, 500 years. Um, but what happened is the language was taken away from the people. That's why you can see words and names in other languages and they may look totally different, but guess what don't look different in other languages, y'all? Numbers and symbols. Wow. And y'all think that's coincidence, huh? So let me see. We can have King Curl written in Swahili. Goddamn me. And it. And it looked like something. 'Cause. 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 ' far fetched. But when we write the age down, now that looks familiar. In every language, the numbers do the same thing. Huh? Because the numbers are the way these people communicate with each other and the way that they rule over us. The numbers. They crazy, y'all. Why y'all think it's all those things inside those barcodes up there? Those are what they call our IDs, our internet IDs. Y'all think all that stuff is? Why y'all think it's 666 ingrained in there? Say www. Why? Why? 666 all around you. Why? Why did the Bible give us those sets of numbers? Sort of like look out for. Why? Why? I used to laugh at that damn song so hard. Like people actually dancing to this shit. No. But the numbers, they use the numbers in all of our entertainment, y'all. Y'all never paid attention to how they make sure we know how long a movie is, how long it lasts. Always just remember it now. You ain't paying no attention to it, but remember it now. Always important. Birthdays. Go out through human history and check out birthdays. Wasn't really celebrated by a large number of people. I know it sounds crazy now when you hear a person and they say they don't celebrate their birthday. You know the majority look at them crazy, right? But majority of human history, only a certain groups of people ever partook in birthday celebrations. The mass majority of them is in our time right now because the number dictates the role that a lot of these people play. Y'all remember the show 106 in Park? Y'all remember that show? Well, check it out. Why 106? That's an avenue. That's a street, right? Right? That's what it is. Well, in numerology, nigger equals 106. Did 106 in Park come on MTV or did it come on BET, the so-called black entertainment television? Which one did it come on? So in numerology, nigger, one of the equals is 106, right? That's why you got 106 in Park. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all. If I had my computer right now, I'll show y'all right now on the numerology calculator. I'll show y'all. Hopefully somebody remind me if I don't remember. Hopefully. You think the 4th of July, right? 4th of July, right? 4-7. In numerology, Independence Day equals 47. Yeah. Let me give you a little taste of it in sports. Tim Duncan wore number 21. Duncan in numerology is 21. What up, though, responding? It's a new name in here. What's good? See, we ruled by numbers. Y'all ever seen what's that movie? Her name was Murder by Numbers. Uh the movie. Y'all ever seen that advertisement for it, like the presentation advertisement, where they got the 8 as a B and the 3 as a E. But when you talk about murder, that's number 38. That equals out to 38. And see, they got their own favorites as well, like the number 33. There's so many things that equal out to 33 you wouldn't even think is funny. Police is one of them. And then you'll notice things that are coded 4733 belong to your government. Uh Sometimes secret societies. Well, see, they're all in the same. Remember, you got to take an oath to become a police officer. So that entails right there. You enter into a fraternity at that point. You understand what I'm saying? You enter into a brotherhood at that point. That's why when I was in jail looking at the pandemic play out, when they kept on throwing those 47s and 32s on the news, I knew what it was. I wasn't scared. I didn't fear it. And I was trying to make sure everybody around me didn't fear it neither. Oh yeah. Responding when we talk about secret societies, yeah. Yeah. Brotherhood, fraternity, yep. Yes, sir. That includes your school. See, all of this stuff is one and the same. That includes your fraternity, your Greek letters, and all that stuff. All of this stuff is intertwined with each other. All of this stuff is intertwined with each other. Always been. See, y'all got to look at it. Y'all think the college is to upgrade you. No, the colleges is to trap you. See, understand this. People are born among us with higher intelligence than normal people. I know you guys probably ran into some of these people before. They have higher intelligence, higher purpose than normal people. A lot of those people y'all see build the skyscrapers. Even Satanists, unfortunately, as well. An oath of oh yeah. Check this out, responding. I appreciate your communication in the chat too. Check this out. You have to understand any oath after Jesus Christ told you to, whether you're a person that believes in Jesus Christ, it don't matter. But first, King Solomon brought it out, and then Jesus Christ lastly brought it out and said, "Don't take no oath over nothing that's in the heavens, on the earth, in the sea, or beneath the earth. But yes, let your yes mean yes and your no mean no." So any oath you take, you're entering something that's not blessed by the Most High. You're entering into some form of deception, some form of trap. Any oath. Because when we're individuals dealing with individuals and we don't really know each other, all we got is our word, right? Even a movie character had this much sense. All we got is our word. That's all we got to stand on. And you either gonna keep your word or you gonna break your word. Simple as that. There ain't gonna be no special kind of punishment for you or consequences you gotta face. Nah. Nah, not no grown ass man. Uh-uh. Hey, I promise you I won't do this. Oh, I slipped up. I slipped up. Okay, just drop me, drop me on my head. Hey, you can't be a part of this no more. No, they got to go through all this extracurricular stuff. No, that's why I could never take no oath. It might mean you get 100,000 niggas. See, listen, I look at money for what it really is. Something to pay the bills with, something to keep myself clean, you know, keep myself clothed, take care of my family with, nothing else. I'm not that guy you're gonna see with 4, 5 cars in a garage. No, no, sir. I'm not that. A man's word is how you stand or fall. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way. But understand this: when you take an oath, you don't start calling shots ever. When you take an oath, you start taking orders. You start taking orders. That's President of the United States on down. And shame on us for all these years thinking that the president actually ran our country. Shame on us. His name is President, and we actually thought that he was in control of the world. Not king, but president. Now, all it takes is a little simple research to come up with what president entails. And guess what? It entails taking orders. I mean, what's really real? Is we gonna keep on letting these liars tell us what's real, or are we gonna call out what's real for what we see it is? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. These niggas come at me using these 5 syllable words and all. Hey man, hold up. Talk English. Talk English. Talk like you're talking to uh somebody with a lack of vocabulary skill. Because listen, when it comes to the truth, you ain't got to be no mathematician or no rocket scientist to tell the truth. You ain't got to be all that. All you got to do is say what it is. But see, for these artificial niggas, artificial, the man made, they want to take you around roller coasters and demon drops and all that stuff. No, just say what you mean what you say. Just put down the actual factuals, and all gonna go well every time. A dummy could speak the truth. In fact, I'm gonna go even further than a dummy. The truth came out of the mouth of a mule, of an ass. So even an animal was able to communicate truth. Some people live in the word of fate for so long that it becomes real to them. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And that's what we program to do. We program to what President Bush used to say. He used to say, you tell a person a lie long enough and it becomes the truth. And that's pretty much their program. It's their program. Feed them this lie so long until that lie is a reality. And for the most part, we eat it up. It's what we program to do. But always remember your colleges are ran by either, well, the Jesuit and the Catholics are as one now. So the Jesuits and Catholics run your colleges. Do your research on Jesuits and the Catholics. You can see that these are godless people. They don't believe in the God that I believe in. They don't pay homage to the God I pay homage to. They pay homage to another God, a God that accepts symbols, signs, all type of blood curdling rituals. They're not into the same God I'm into. So now that you understand, well, you'll find out if you do just a little research, probably about a good 3 minutes. You'll now that you understand that these people are godless, not saying, hey, they're on the ropes. Listen, they know that the Most High is real. They know, but they choose not to follow him. Hence is why they own every college on this plane. You have to go through them. Education and religion, you have to go through them. You think that's a coincidence? Another coincidence, right? You're going to give them the benefit of the doubt again. Yes. Hold up. I left one out. Well, I guess science could be looked at as education. I guess. But you got to go through them. They proudly have Catholic or Jesuit on all of their belongings. All you got to do is look. Got a little backstory for you and every damn thing for you. Everything you need. Even got a song for you. Every college. And you think it's a coincidence that 100 believers in Christ go to college and only 10 of them come out still believing. Shaky, but still holding the faith. You think that's a coincidence, huh? Shame on us, man. Shame on us. I ain't no better. I ain't no better. I used to be Mr. Know It All until I found out on several occasions I ain't know a damn thing. Shame on us. You know, you always gonna get somebody. I think that when you know that God's still looking down on you, that you ain't went too far, you always get somebody like me to irritate your ear or to make you feel good, depending on what type of spirit resonate within you. Because I know some people, man, and I love them too because they give me scenarios that I can't see. But I know people that see negative in everything. Y'all know some people like that? Just see negative stuff in everything. And they let you know they put it all down and blueprinted for you, and you be like, wow, you got that out of that? No, you know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I'm not gonna say that's far fetched. I'm not gonna say I count that out. I'm just gonna say, wow, I didn't even get that out of that. But that's interesting to know. I like that. I like being able to look through a lens where it just don't point in one direction. I like that. And I just like to say to everybody that hear me, we got to quit letting these people control our minds. And we think control our minds is uh make us pick up something and throw it. No, control our minds can do it the opposite way as well. It can make you not do things. It can make you sluggish, not overprotective of yourself like you're supposed to be. Hold up, y'all. I gotta go take a leak. My homie Bree, these people know that God is real and also know that God will definitely become victorious in the end. Well, why would they ever oppose him if they know the outcome? Good question, Bree. My bad, y'all. The same way you put your hand on that damn stove when your mama told you not to, nigga. That's why. Because they think they know better. Same way mama try to stop us from hanging out with certain people because they see what we didn't see. And at the end of the day, that person get caught up in something and we realize, damn, I should have known from the last thing mama forewarned me about and I didn't listen to her. But here we go again, mama, right again. Bree, you know how this stuff go, man. Why you come? Come on, man. You, you better than this, Bree. Well, you better. I ain't even got to get technical with that one. You know the hearts of men by now. You know how we work. We don't. We always know more, especially if we don't believe in God. You know, especially we don't believe He's the Almighty. You can believe He real, but you can believe the deception as well. You can believe, oh, He real, but He can be touched. He can be destroyed. You know, depends on how deep the deception is. You know, they don't call Satan the one-eyed shepherd for nothing. Oh, you thought? Oh, y'all thought that one all seeing that one eye just was by coincidence, huh? No. See, one eye, one perspective. Not only is Satan poisoning and deceiving you, he's deceiving himself as well. He knows what it is, but you know, he got a chance to win in his eyes. So why wouldn't his people, why wouldn't his followers feel the same way? And you got to look at another point, Bree. These people that chose to have they heaven here, or whatever version of it you want to call it, you know, if you into the type of stuff that they into, but they want it here. They want it now. They ain't willing to go through or go through not having. You know what I'm saying? That's why they own everything. Everything, including the most powerful telescope on the earth. And you say, now, wouldn't NASA have that? Or wouldn't Elon Musk have that? No, the Catholic Church do. But if a child already knows the pot on the stove is hot, then there is no need to touch it. Oh, there is a need to touch when you see pretty fire, when you see the fire turn blue and green and red. What other reason you think a kid to reach for fire, dude? It's mesmerizing. What other reason? I ain't say no pot. I said that stove. What other reason people look for reach for fire? That shit sweet. Then you got that boy sitting up on that stove and you sitting there looking at it and you see that boy yellow at first and that boy turn green and you see some red and blue. You like, oh shit. Yeah. Some people just feel like they know more. And some people can actually touch the shit and not burn. That's another story though. That's another story. I just used that because that was the simplest way to get it through. It's a slew of other things I could have came with. But I just used that, because I knew you would pick up where I'm going with that at. You did. I knew you would pick that up. And those of us, partaking in it, you understand? Sometimes it be that, man. Them people listen. When you talk about those different tribes and nations that heard about them and they whimpered up or they moved out the way, listen, I guarantee you that didn't happen for no reason. That happened because either they ran into them before or the examples they seen being administered on these other nations when they run into this God. What happened? And they ain't going off hearsay, man. They going off what they know. And then they knew when the people they also knew, Bree, if you read, some of them nations knew when the people wasn't respecting their God too. And brought that damn gavel down on their head. Yeah. You gotta check it out, man. Tell you, dog. Come on, man. You gotta come with something solid on me this morning, man. Catch me while I'm off a little bit. You did. Okay, here we go. Irregardless. Ooh. If the child already know, oh, he's still stuck on this child thing. I'm a flip the script on you then. Okay. If the child already knows that the pretty mesmerizing stove or fire flame is hot, then ain't no need to test it. I wish that was the. Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you. But see, guess what else I agree with? I agree with that what you saying is actual factual, but that still ain't stopped millions from attempting it. Huh? Still ain't stopping. Let's say the your boy Curl used to have the curl, you dig, used to wear that boy down to the shoulder, and my mama used to have a hot curl. the hot curling irons to, put them curls in there before she brushed them boys out. You did. And she would say, hey, you know, them curl is hot, or I would see them come off the eye and I know they hot. And I will forget sometimes. Or somebody else may forget. Or somebody else may see them up there where they usually at and don't think they hot, and boom, find out the hard way. But you've been warned. And I'm pointing that out to you, Bree, to point out is it don't matter whether you don't believe the warning or not, you still gonna suffer the repercussions. Still gonna happen. Just because you don't believe in this and you don't believe in that, it don't change the outcome of you going against what you was warned about. You did. That's what I need to communicate with you. You gonna test it. See, Bree, you was a laid back kid, nigga, when I met you, dog. I was aggressive. I can't hear about no lying over there on Holcomb, nigga. I can't hear about no lying over there on what's the other street at the Holcomb? You know what I'm talking about. I can't hear about no lying over there, and I don't go over there and goddamn me size that lion up myself. That just ain't it. And I'm speaking about a hard head cat. You did. Oh, I seen this nigga do this, that, and the other. In the same hood I am, and the cat ain't come pay obeisance to me. Oh, that mean I'm gonna have to run into this cat. So let me go test and despite what I heard, let me go piss on this nigga in front of this nigga yard. And I don't mean that literally, y'all. I'm saying as far as when it come to lions, when it come to animals out there, and alphas, uh, you know, uh, mark they spot or whatnot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me go over here and do this, that, and the other. I'm going to test. I'm going to test. And I'm speaking from that point of view. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on somebody with a hard head, somebody that don't mind getting put on his head if need be to see where he at as far as where he need to be as far as being a threat out here. You know. So just because you decide, man, my skin thick, my hands callous, I can take grabbing these hot curling irons and you burn the shit out yourself, hey, despite what you believe, you're hurting now. You feeling that pain now. We can get up off. Hey, Bree, we can get up off the child right now. Let's talk about this grown man stuff. You understand? I'm speaking as a grown man. No new cat coming in the neighborhood talking about he throwing bolos and he this, that, and the other, and I ain't going to see what's going on with it. I'm going to test. I'm going to test. It might be a cat that I don't even want to tangle with, but I'm still going to test it out. I'm going to see it for myself. See, listen, I start understanding the Bible so good because I start understanding life. And the Bible gives you all kind of pointers on how to watch out for Satan. See, I lived in the streets just like that. I looked at Satan as any opponent, any possible opponent, any possible threat. So I wasn't hiding. When I hear about a big bad one coming to the neighborhood, I wasn't hiding or even giving the perception of hiding. When I got the word, I came out. I either rode or walked past. I made my presence known bright and early. And I come out to study the devil. I want to see, how the devil move, what he capable of. So that if he come my way, which I'm pretty sure he will, when he come my way, I'm fully prepared for him. That's how I roll the streets. That's how I roll now. When I go on these YouTube streets and I hear people saying this or that, I go to the rooms where the people don't believe in God at. I want to hear I want to hear their argument. I want to hear their conversation. And I want to see if it's time for them to have a conversation with me. See, when it's time, when you drop certain respectful comments in the comment section, while the live is going on, and the person get offended. And when a person get offended, if he lets you up there or not, that determines whether it's time for him. Now, he could let you up there, and as soon as you get him to a spot where he can't come out of, he just kick you off. But when he ready or she ready, y'all gonna have a full out conversation where this person gonna be able to get all their questions out. You're gonna be able to get all your answers out, and y'all gonna leave each other peacefully when the person's ready. Because even if the person don't agree with me at the end of the day, what I put on him, he's gonna have turmoil. What I put on a man, he's not gonna be able to unthink. That's why most of these men and women are smart enough to not even have a conversation with me. They already know. A lot of these people dumb, but they not that dumb. They already know. I nowhere, no how, no form of fashion anticipated my channel doing this well so fast. I would have to give credit to the people I frequent, like my god brother, uh uh the Buddy Lees and Chucky's. I would have to frequent. I know it ain't that many people, but still, it's doing way better than I anticipated. See, in real life, niggas avoid me. Not because of my stature, because they know what I come with. And see, these are niggas that like to hang out every weekend, like to get drunk out in the streets, like to mess around on their woman or their wives. They don't want to fuck with me, and they stay away from me until something tragic happened in their life. But that's a whole nother story in itself too, y'all. But these people on here ain't no different. You talking about they celebrities doing this, that, and the other. They don't want to hear no shit like that. You talking about the political parties are one party and they playing on you. They don't want to hear nothing like that. That's the lie. That's one of the lies in they life that keep them going. They don't want to hear that. Sports ain't real. You think a nigga want to talk to you and you convince him that sports ain't real when all this nigga live for? Hell no. Nigga ain't trying to talk to you. I had niggas at the Kingdom Hall run from me. Niggas run. See you coming Sunday. They see you coming. They talking up under their breath. They see you coming and hurry up and change the subject. Yeah. Oh no. Let's talk about these. Let's talk about these Cowboys this weekend. Niggas don't even want to talk to you. That's why I try to tell you, man. Quit looking at color. Look at how a person receive you. See if y'all minds resonate, y'all spirits resonate with each other. You think because a nigga been in the church or the Kingdom Hall for 20 some odd years for most of their life that they solid. No, nigga, that don't mean they solid. Don't mean they solid. It mean they loyal. At least they have a real good claim at loyalty. But it don't mean they solid. How do you know if a person's solid? When you come with truth and they run from your ass. That's how you know whether a nigga's solid or not. You want to try to put oh no, the brothers say I shouldn't read that. I shouldn't see. Yeah, I know. Because the brother don't want you being no more woke than he is. He wants you to stay in the coma. He wants you to stay in the coma. But read that Bible. That Bible ain't going to tell you to stay in the coma. That Bible ain't going to tell you to let people keep on lying to you. That Bible ain't going to tell you to pretend you don't see what you see in front of your face. No, that's a different book. That ain't the Bible. That ain't the Bible. And that's my, when I do go back to the hall and see my, the friends or whatnot, that's going to be my campaign. The Bible not telling you to be dumbfounded of the devil. The Bible telling you to know your enemy. Not telling you to pull the sheets over your head when you see the enemy roaming. No, hell no. The Bible empowers you to go to war. To go to war. It empowers you. It don't make you weak. It make you stronger. It may appear to be weak to somebody weaker, but the Bible not here to weaken you up. It's here to make you indestructible. Bible don't teach you about being scared of the devil. Stay away from this conversation. Stay away from that conversation. Not in my Bible. My Bible don't say that. My Bible say seek for knowledge as you would a hidden treasure. And what knowledge? The knowledge pertaining to the validity of the Bible, the validity of God's word. I talked to a brother, and brother talking about something. Don't repeat this to nobody, but and put me up on a real good book, man. This book answers so many questions for me, man. When y'all get a chance, y'all check out the book, The Two Babylons. I can't remember who wrote it, but that in that book right there, it gives you a detail, and it's a non-Bible book. This is a complete outside source of scripture. The Two Babylons. And it gives you a real good idea of who ruled the world when it comes to black man and white man, if you believe in that sort of thing. Gives you a real good idea. That book right there, and I hadn't even really got into it, but what I read so far in that book convinced me that black people are being done ritualistically on these cameras and in real life, if it is happening, because black people rule the world. The same way Chinese people do their people. Earthquakes and all that stuff. They doing that to their own people, man. Monsoons and all that stuff, man. These people know how to control the weather. They love sacrificing babies, love sacrificing people to the devil. This stuff haven't stopped. This stuff we've been hearing about for thousands of years in the Bible, which in fact was why God brought his wrath on a lot of these nations. Oh God, he's a killer. He's a this, that, and the other. Yeah, but did you say the part where he was taking out people that was killing their own babies? Did you tell the part where he was taking out people that was mistreating their slaves. Did you reference that part in there anytime, anywhere? And I heard it one brother, and and for I could understand where the brother was coming from. He said he can't see God being petty enough to call himself jealous, and I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Uh, Jealous is a translation. See, understand what God was trying to communicate with you right there when He said, "I am a jealous God." See, what else He said was, "You cannot put no one or nothing before me, for I am a jealous God." See, Him laying that word on us is letting us know that this is serious. This is serious. He don't want you. If you talking about you down with Him and you love Him, this is a requirement. He's not making you do what He say. He's telling you a requirement to get close to Him. Simple as that. For I am a jealous God. Hey, check this out. When it comes to your wife or your husband, are you jealous? Would you like him putting somebody before you or her putting somebody before you? Treating somebody better than you? Well, say less. Say less. Because the Most High was making it known in the most intimate way possible what He was trying to say. And when I say less, when I say less, I don't mean no disrespect. I mean that if you, a pathetic, puny human being like myself, feel that way, you telling me it's petty for God to feel that way? Wow. Okay. All of us are entitled to feel how we feel. But, I find that beautiful the way He articulated that to His creation so that we can't get it twisted. So at the end of the day, ain't no excuses. I find it beautiful. I find it beautiful. What's real? Everything in this world that does its utmost to get you to not believe in God, that what you can associate with what's not real. The thing or the being they trying to get you to alienate from, that's the only real thing in this world. That's the only real thing about this world. The only thing. And they work countless hours and they spend countless dollars because it's their faces on the dollars. They own the dollar. They literally have machines where they can go print up stacks in minutes. They own it. And they make sure they spend all this money and time to alienate you from the only real thing in this life. Yeah, you're worth that. I don't care how dumb they think you are. They think you're worth spending their money to keep in the dark. I wonder why. I know why. But for you guys, I wonder why they do this. Oh, yeah, y'all. I've been hearing some stuff in these streets about September the 24th. Anybody know anything about that? Yeah, today, which was what empowered me to get on this mic and spit some bars this morning. Basically, I'm gonna tell you like this: keep your head on a swivel for the rest of this year. Keep your head on a swivel. It's a little bit too quiet. The queen just passed, and everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, y'all. Keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them because it's starting to smell a lot like it smelled right before 9/11. Before they did that plan to, right, and just like what happened right before the pandemic, real quiet. A lot of people complaining about the big old 5G terminal things going up everywhere, and then like a thief in the night, they put that pandemic on our ass. Had the Detroit streets looking like a movie, nigga. Riding around in these streets like, wow, you see this? Can you believe this? Wow. That's the power they have. That's how they take the aptitude test. That's how they do their psychological operations. But see, they communicate with each other. If you can, y'all, I invite y'all to go back to the beginning, if it's possible on YouTube. Go back to the beginning of the pandemic and look at the news stories. At least look at the news stories that I was seeing in Metro Detroit and look at those numbers on there. When I seen those numbers on there, see, I'm familiar with the 322, the 33, the 47, the 74, the 38, the 86, the 96, the 87, the 13. See, I'm familiar with all these numbers. The 777, the 666, the 21, which is three sevens. See, you got to educate yourself up on these numbers. You be surprised at your restaurants, at your McDonald's, your KFC, your icons that been up for years and years. You'd be surprised what numbers equal out to their names. They live. When y'all see they live, when they put those glasses on, how they were able to see the truth, it can't, it's, listen, our reality is just like that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but once y'all put these shades on, y'all ain't gonna never want to see anything other than the truth. You niggas scared? You scared? You better get the hell away from me. Scared niggas better get on. You gonna mess around and hear something that's gonna have your spirit in turmoil. Better get on. You scared? Get out the kitchen. Always happen like this, y'all. Nigga listen for me too long. Then I'm getting late night phone calls. I'm getting knocked at the doors, and I always welcome it. I love it. I love talking about God. I love when my brothers was up here the other day chewing me out for giving these compliments, and I know for the most part they was messing with me, but I like that, and I took account of that, and because of that, I'm gonna make sure I do a better job. You know, I like the way Classic fabricated some things, made it entertaining, but he still got on my case about it. You know, And I like that. I like to be reproved, man. To me, it's like even though people be trying to show you up, but to me, it's like a form of love because I believe everything happens for a reason. And I think if a person giving you something that can make you stronger, not just in self, but in the eyes of other people too, I feel like that's love. And it was very entertaining. It kept me on for way longer than I was planning on being on. So it was very entertaining to me. Shout out to Classic Lights, Bree, Christ Consul, Kong King. We had a good conversation about that. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm about that. I'm about them facts. I'm about that truth. And I felt where the brothers was coming from when they told me to, clean that up. And I'm gonna do exactly that. See, I took it like because I was messing with somebody that I know that's not interested in, the opposite sex, that it was okay. And the backlash I got from the brothers is no, you don't even want to have nothing like that even out there being done with what you trying to do. And I'm digging that. I'm digging that, man. You don't want nobody mixing you up. You don't want nobody with your name and nothing that ain't right. And you can control that. You can control that. You don't want no sister taking. You don't want nobody taking it the wrong way. Just don't do it. I think Classic said something like that ain't your job, nigga. And I'm gonna still give my sisters compliments. I don't care. Black, white, Puerto Rican, but I'm gonna do a better job. That's all. I'm gonna do a much better job. That's all we can do, man. Get better or get weaker. hmm But I'm probably gonna try to get on this football, yeah. Probably get on me a couple games, man. I've been going to sleep, like I've been, working the morning shift lately. So go ahead and get on this football a little bit, y'all. I'm about to clean up my room. I'm about to locate my earphones so I can talk some stuff. And anybody that's sub to my channel, if y'all hear some crackling and stuff, if I do find my earphones, just let me know so I can either press mute when I ain't saying nothing or, you know, stop. But other than that, y'all, thanks for stopping over. Uh I just realized it's damn near 10 o'clock, so I gotta get up and move some stuff around right quick. Um Shout out to you, man, and like I say, keep your head on the swivel. It's two dates. It was the 24th of this month and it was the 10th of October. So I'm gonna just say for the rest of the year, keep your head on the swivel. Hey, make sure you irritate your people with love. Irritate them. Make them say, "Hey, man, get the fuck off." You know. Till next time, y'all. Peace.